Well, hello everyone. It's been a hot minute. Been on vacation with my husband, and in the places we've been staying, I really didn't have a spot to do a video. Would have loved to do it outside like this, but the first couple nights we came home after dark, and then a couple days it was snowing and icy and cold, so I wasn't going to sit out here either. So this is the first day I've actually been able to sit and record something. So, but it was kind of good because we left on Christmas Day, drove all the way to Colorado, and it's been an interesting experience. We've seen a lot of things, but I think the thing that impacted me the most in this whole trip was we visited a new church. Just Googled, we normally go to Assembly of God Church, so I just Googled Assembly of God churches in the area in this town, and just randomly picked one and went. And it was by far, I would say it was the most grounding experience that I'd probably had in a while. We were warmly welcomed by people. The people in the row in front of us just kind of turned around and shook our hands and was just super, super welcoming. And obviously the music started, just band warming up and stuff like that. And then when they started singing, there were songs that we knew, which was great, because it's all new music. It's really hard to worship when you can't even don't even know the words. But it was a different experience. There was people worshiping different ways all over the place. In the front, they were jumping around and dancing and things like that. The people in front of us, in the crowd, were just worshiping in the spirit and just singing different things. This is all things that we're familiar with and don't make us uncomfortable or anything like that. But I can say my heart was just full. Like, it was grounding because everyone was crying out to God. I didn't have to try. The worship just happened. It was 45 minutes about, and I wasn't really aware of anything else. But God speaking to me. And, my husband was standing right next to me, and I really wasn't even focused on, seeing what his experience was. I had tears running down my face and down my ears, and it was, you might think, oh, that's terrible. No, it was wonderful. It felt like something inside of me was locked into what God was doing with me, which was wonderful. Praise and worship for me has been literally the groundwork of my recovery in all the garbage that has gone on in my life. It's been the staple, the thing that has I think kept me sane. That's what I think. It's the space I think that God has done the most changing for me, healing of me, feeding my spirit, freeing my spirit. I poured out my soul. I interceded for others, my kids, other people that I know of, prayer requests from our church, whatever. It's been my ground zero. That's where it's my rock bottom, but it's the perfect spot, if that makes sense. And that's one of the songs we sang, actually, called Firm Foundation, one we've been singing for the last couple of years at my home church. And the words go like this: Christ is my firm foundation, the rock on which I stand. When everything around me is shaking, I've never been more glad that I put my faith in Jesus, because he'll never let me down. He's faithful through generations, so why would he fail now? He won't. No, he won't. What a reminder that he never has and never will let us down or leave us alone. He will always be, if you call it your rock bottom, your ground zero, that will always be God. He will always be there. If you feel like you have nothing left, he's the bottom. He's the rock. I have felt a fair amount of uncertainty over the past couple years. I've shared a chunk of that in some previous blogs. There's always been, with this uncertainty, there's always been an accompanying certainty that I've not been left without a rudder, that my boat is steering, maybe in weird places, but not without direction, because Christ is my direction. So whether that looks like it's zigzagging all over the place, or if I feel like I'm going on a straight line with no deviations, if Christ is my direction, the plot of my path isn't important. I will take the straight or the scenic route, wherever he nudges me, or whenever he does a course change. So my grounding in all this, my peace, when I don't know exactly what's going on, praise. Praise and worship. That gratefulness to God, that it doesn't matter what's happening. So, because he knows what's going on. I am on a need to know basis. He knows it all. He is my course and direction. So if I just stay connected to him, I don't need to concern myself with all that. I just need to walk. Praise allows me to trust. It leaves my fears in the dust, keeps my focus on point. That peace in the middle of the storm, that's what praise provides. Praise is a weapon that calms us in our anxiety or depression, whatever mental health we have going on. Praise is an expression of gratefulness. You know, in my world, we talk a lot about gratefulness, but there truly is like a very large place, both in our spiritual walk and our physical walk and our emotional walk, for gratefulness. Actually, studies show that gratitude can change the neutral structures of your brain. I'm nerding out on you right now. Making people happier, more content. Feeling grateful actually triggers the good hormones and regulates the effective functioning of your immune system. So there's your science tidbit for the day. But what does God say about praise? You better buckle up. I hope you got your coffee. I got the fancy stuff today. Psalm 100, 1-5. Make a joyful noise to the Lord, all the earth. Serve the Lord with gladness. Come into his presence with singing. Know that the Lord, he is God. It is he who made us, and we are his. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. Enter his gates with thanksgiving and his courts with praise. Give thanks to him. Bless his name, for the Lord is good. His steadfast love endures forever, and his faithfulness to all generations. Isaiah 25:1. O Lord, you are my God. I will exalt you. I will praise your name, for you have done wonderful things, plans formed of old, faithful and sure. 1 Peter 1:3. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. According to his great mercy, he has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. A couple more. Psalms 136, 1-20. We're not reading 1-26. Give thanks to the Lord, for he is good, for his steadfast love endures forever. Give thanks to the God of gods, for his steadfast love endures forever. Give thanks to the Lord of lords, for his steadfast love endures forever. Give to him who alone does great wonders, for his steadfast love endures forever. Catching a theme there? To him who by understanding made the heavens, for his steadfast love endures forever. I think that continues on. James 5:13. Is anyone among you suffering? Let him pray. Is anyone cheerful? Let him sing praise. Hear that? Suffering. Praise. Cheerful. Still praise. Your joy will increase. Your anxiety will lessen. You want to feel warm arms wrap around you? Give thanks even when you're suffering and when you're cheerful. And let God be your hope and your comfort. So I hope that encourages you today. I'll see you in the next one.